You're welcome to another edition of your number one program talking about bystanders at these things on Flip TV. Of course, Michael Adekunle, still my name. Let's quickly check out what we have on today's edition of this program. With the Vanguard newspaper, our central security system has failed, says Senate President. Our central security system has failed, says Senate President. Says urgent restructuring of security architecture required. REGIP, top hierarchy of security agencies, says Pandey. Why federal government's pushing for community policing, says SGF. Why federal government is pushing for community policing, says SGF. Alright, a strict measure is being made here. LASG, that's Lagos State Government, go stop, bans okada, tricycles in 15 local government areas. Wow. Lagos State Government goes off, bans okada, tricycles in 15 local government areas. Wow. Okay, let's move on to another story. Visa ban will affect vulnerable Nigerians, says Lai Mohammed as Minister for Information. State of Nigeria's electricity sector worsens, says investigation. State of Nigeria's electricity sector worsens, says investigation. Autumn narrowly escapes death in herdsmen attack. Autumn, that's the governor of Benue State, narrowly escapes death in herdsmen attack. Moving on to other stories here. RMAFC begins review of salaries of political office holders. Another story, Nigeria setting up facilities to diagnose coronavirus, says Mamura. Murder, wife of ex-PDP chairman's son, Miriam, sentenced to death by hanging. Wow. Amotekun, that's the security initiative brought by the Southwest governors. Amotekun, Southwest has no plan to secede from Nigeria, says Fayemi, that's the governor of Ekiti State. Southwest has no plan to secede from Nigeria, says Fayemi. Tension as government kill 15 in Plateau villages. Tension as government kill 15 in Plateau villages. And the last story here, revolution now. Jalingo in detention for plotting to overthrow Buhari, says Ajadi. Jalingo in detention for plotting to overthrow President Muhammadu Buhari. And these are the stories we have on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Of course, our reviewers are set to express their opinions on this platform. Still by Standard Start News 10 on Flip TV with your Michael Adekunle. Let's join our reviewers. I'll be right back. Yeah. Going on in Lagos State. Presently, Lagos State government goes off, bans okada tricycles in 15 local government areas. These are the people that have been, trying to survive through these means. But it seems, I won't say the Lagos State government is depriving them of, their livelihood or survival.
Well, I don't know. Nigeria is a crazy country. Lagos State is crazy. Everything about Nigeria is crazy. Why is it that the law we make does not affect the rich? I've never had a law that they said they went to destroy a rich man's house. I've never had any law that they said the law hooked a rich man. Why is it always on the poor? That's my question. Okada, poor people. Just Marua, poor people. Why is it that their stupid law is always against the poor people? That's what I don't understand in this country. I've never had a day that they said they created a law and that law affected the rich. It has never happened. You know why? Because they know the rich will sue them. That's why they cannot even play and go near there. But if it's for the poor, they know how to do it. You understand me? See, let me tell you the truth. Sometimes when I watch things like this happen, it doesn't give me happiness. Most especially when you understand the fact that you're a Nigerian. It doesn't give you happiness at all. Okay, fine, in Lagos State, What's your business about Okada people? The only problem I have with the government is don't ban Okada, but you can control it.
You can control it.
Yes. Don't ban, but you can control it. Indirectly, put up government officials to control it, to control their movements, to control everything, but don't ban it. It is going to affect Lagosians, no doubt about that. But you know, the problem of Lagosians is even if anything is affecting us, we don't know. We are many. You understand me? We are many. So even if anything is affecting one part, you don't know. But generally, it's going to affect us in the sense that Okada, this thing, we make use of it. The rich don't know what we suffer. They are rich. They are using their cars. They live in VI. They live in Banana Island. They don't know what we're facing. So to them, it doesn't really matter to them.
It doesn't really count.
It doesn't really count. You understand? Like I said the other time when I was talking, I said the only thing you can do about Okada, Marwa, is you can control it, but not to ban. In the sense that, for instance, you have an Okada park here. Now, you tell the Okada people, this is the route I want you to be taking. Put your officials, you are paying them salary. Put them to be there, monitor it. You can actually monitor Okada movement and Marwa movement in Lagos. It is monitorable. But the problem with them, they will not want to do that. They just want to crush these people out of the road. Crush Okada, crush Marwa, and let them be the only people occupying the road. But the truth is that in life, you cannot do without the rich and the poor. So you must do with the rich and the poor. Even if you want you, the rich, to be the only person, then definitely the poor has to suffer.
Now let's quickly move down to what the Senate President had said. He said our central security system has failed. Now, this is the Senate President saying this. You know, what can you bring out of this? What do you think should be done? Because for a whole Senate President to have complained this, it means a lot.
Our present Senate President, what's his name?
Lawan.
Present Senate President.
Ahmed Lawan.
Ahmed Lawan. Now he's telling me he's even stupid. I'm sorry to say this. I don't like all these rubbish talks. Even though it has failed, then resign and get out of there. You're mad. Are you crazy? I mean, you're telling me that this thing has failed. Then who are you directing the word to? You're directing to Mr. President. And you are the Senate. You are very stupid. You understand me? I don't know. Sometimes in this country, I prefer him not to talk than even talking. Let them continue to share their money. Why is he talking? Okay, who is he now telling? Who is he now telling to go and repair the security system in Nigeria? Who is going to repair it? Is it not the president? Then who is he now referring to? Indirectly, you are telling your president that it's not working. That you yourself, you are their Senate, that you are stupid. If this word has come from an ordinary man, I would have loved it. But not the Senate president. Let me tell you the truth. I don't like it. When I see Nigerians talking about restructuring, it annoys me. What are you restructuring? The truth is that if you want a nation to work well, it all starts from mindsets. You must have a good mindset. Do Nigerians have good mindsets? Restructuring can occur without a good mindset. That's the truth. You can restructure everything without a good mindset. It can work. Go to other countries in Europe. The reason why things are working for them is they have a good mindset. For instance, Britain, if their people don't have a good mindset, nothing they do in British, nothing even their so-called government do, that work. But because the people has a good mindset, so they must dance along with the government. That's why everything seems to be working there. But like if you're saying, okay, you want to restructure, good, I clap for you. You are restructuring. But would I have a good mindset? You know how it looks like? It's just like a government constructing this road telling us compulsory we must use this road. Use this road without giving us a reason why we have to use it. And nobody's using it. We prefer to be using our road. It's not a waste of resources. That's how it looks like. So if you talk about restructure, sometimes I laugh. What Nigeria need is not even restructuring. I keep saying it. We need to restructure ourselves, not even the restructure itself. Let us restructure ourselves. Let us restructure our thinking. Let us restructure our mindsets. It matters a lot. Do you know I was arguing with somebody one day to tell you how foolish Nigerians are? I was telling him that, look, I don't see anything wrong if a governor should pay the citizen an amount of money every month. The guy just, he said, what would he pay? For what? You want the money of the state to finish? How much? Look at it. You understand me? So that kind of person, look at his mindset. Is that one that you're talking about restructuring? Where would it start from? What I'm saying is that let us restructure our minds. Nigerians need to restructure their minds. Let me tell you, please, permit me to say this. I keep saying it. When they count Nigerians, I don't count Hausas as Nigerians. The animals, as far as I'm concerned. It is my own opinion. They don't think straight. They think like animals. So, are you telling me now that me and that animal, we should think of restructuring Nigeria? It is not possible. Assuming that Yorubas and Igbos are the only people who have Nigeria, then you know why? I will tell you why sometimes I link Yoruba and Igbo. This set of people think before they do things. They think. Then when you come across people that think before they do things, they are ready to listen to you. But not the Hausas. Those ones are animals. The worst part of Hausas are they are illiterates. They do things in such a way that you start to question. Sometimes I come across a lot of people. They tell me that Hausa people are the most intelligent in this country. And I keep laughing. I ask them, how are they intelligent? They say, because they are ruling power. Because they are... I say, are you mad? You can be in power without no sense. That's exactly. And I don't have an Hausa friend, and I don't wish to have. And I'm going to die without having an Hausa friend because I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, let me not take this matter to Hausa. You understand? Okay. I know every tribe has its own problem. Igbos have their problem. Yorubas have their problem. Igbos, they show big man a lot. They have their problem. Okay. So every tribe has their problem. Right. So anyway, just to cut everything short now, what I'm trying to say is this. Please, let us restructure our mindset and not restructure in terms of restructure.
Thank you so much. They must survive. Because even the bird that fly on air, they eat. Because right from day one, I look at Okada job as a lazy. It destroys economy. Every day money. If you're not careful, it destroys somebody's life. Yes.
Everyday money.
Yes. Today I will get more than you will not plan for it. The next thing after working to enter Bepalo, tomorrow when I go out again, I will see another one. Everyday money destroy economy. See, if Okada man can be able to arrange a fish punch or a poultry, although the money may not be coming frequently, but by the time you start to enjoy those things, the money will be coming in bulk and it will serve meaningful in their life. That is one of the advantages. But in the name of Okada, everybody move away from agriculture, riding Okada. And Okada is another risky business. And besides that, some of them use this to terrorize
It's the quickest way for armed robber to succeed. You see, so that is why the government is looking at it in a rough direction.
No, we are talking about okada. What of Marwa Kekenape, the tricycle?
Exactly. My brother, I'm telling you the truth. This is a sign of inviting poverty to Nigeria. When I was small, when I watched Indian film, I said people they are suffering. Now they have bringing the Indians have imported their poverty to Nigeria.
That's the tricycle.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And now it even caused congestion. It caused a lot of traffic in Lagos. Everywhere traffic, motor will not see chance to float. And they will only carry 4 passengers. In motor that convey big people, we kill them. And you see, so Keke Nape is a poverty. It's a way of importing poverty to Nigeria.
So you support the Lagos State government?
Yes. We have other means that is more suitable than Keke Nape. This government, almost every month, they recruit people for self-employment. They give them training on different type of small scale industry. If you go to Bagada now, you see how people go there. Some are learning shoemaker, some learn how to cook, some are learning how to take care of fish, some are into poultry management, different departments. So I advise them that you go there and have their own self-employed means of living.
Now let's move down to another story here, which is on security. The Senate president saying that there is need for total restructuring in the security sector. What do you have to say?
I somehow encourage it. We need to restructure security aspects because the number of police is not enough to take care of the whole Nigeria. I don't even think police police not out to 1 million. And the Nigerian population is more than 80 million. You may even walk for a distance in some bush, you will not see a single policeman. So for a region or any state to apply security measure by creating an external body to fortify their territory is a good idea.
So you support Amotekun?
Yeah, I support Amotekun. It's a good idea. All they need is then it will give them guideline to let them know how to handle it, so that they will not misbehave.
Well, some persons have said that this is a way of bringing division to Nigeria.
No, it will not. It will not bring division. It won't bring division. It won't bring division. Rather, it will enhance the security of every region. It will bring a division. They should not inculcate that in their heart. They should delete it out of their mind. It will bring a division.
For the benefits of the masses.
Yes.
Okada tricycle is what is trending in Lagos State right now. It's on the front page of this journal I'm holding to. Early years ago stuff, vans, Okada, and tricycle.
With effect from when? When is it going to commence? As in, when is the enforcement starting?
I think maybe tomorrow. So.
Tomorrow, okay. Before government comes out with a policy, there must be a problem. Government cannot just come up with any policy. Policy is what government tends to do, or what government wants to do. Government cannot just come out and say, I ban Okada without having a rethink of what its advantages, as in it is to the people. So I think government coming out with it is a very welcome development, because in modern world, in the modern societies, there's nothing like Marwa. You know, even when the place has, even if in Indian, that the Marwa is manufactured from, is this how people ride it? Is this how people don't, everything, they abuse everything in this part of the world. Everything is being abused. Now, on Sunday when I was coming for church, Marwa nearly Marwa, I was in the Marwa, and and Marwa had to capsize. Just along this road safety here. What if I lost my life? So I'm in totally support of that. Government should. But now my fear is that what are the measures in place? Now that I want to restrict them now, have you put measures in place that will now ease the stress of the commuters? Because now there are no buses now. Much buses are not around. It's only Marwa people now use as means of transportation now. If you want to put a ban on them, are there buses that will convey people to their various destinations? Me, I'm not against them banning it. I'm in support of it, because most times at night I cannot I, c- I cannot pass through this road because of Marwa. Everywhere, congestion everywhere.
And anyway, before profiling solution or giving out, such a solution, that might, substitute the robbery, because I call it robbery. They rob these guys, I would like to say this. Each policy, any government policy in Nigeria does not favor the poor man. The poor masses, they always suffer it. The last man came here very early this morning and surveyed this tricycle park and okada park, and said that they are coming tomorrow. Though I know they are not going to totally execute their plan tomorrow, but they just come to do preliminary, just primary, stage work against them or on them. So let me tell you, policies that is so excruciating like this, you should proffer solution. You should have an alternative so that people, will at least depend on that for the meanwhile. Or before you come out with such severe or stringent policy, you have to give them quick notice, notice ahead ish, notice. You just say like 6 months, so time, we are going to do something like this. But in Nigeria, they will just abruptly come out and do it. Do you understand? Thereby truncating people's, effort, to survive. It's wrong. So that's what I have to say. Then, to proffer solution, if you want to do something like this, you think far. How did we start this? Who put this in place? Who are funding this? People are bringing this tricycle from abroad. Government is involved. Individuals are involved. If you stop tricycle, what are the alternatives that you have, created for the people to survive? Where are they going if it happens that it succeeds? Are they moving to Ogun State? Are they moving inside the street of Lagos? What are they going to, leap on? What are they going to depend, even if it fails? If they are going to Ogun State and Ogun State people, government says no, don't come to our states. What is going to be the solution? What is going to be the fate of the Marwa operator? How is he and his family, how are they going to survive? You look into this before carrying out such law. I think understand. See, let me tell you, it is bad. See the implications. If they don't succeed on going to operate in Ogun State, robbery, crimes, there will be social crimes. Expect it.
Insecurity.
I'm telling you. Yes, do you expect a Marwa operator to just dump his tricycle like that and start scratching for food in the gutter or become one of the scavengers?
Knowing what he makes every day.
Yes, knowing what he makes every day. So what do you expect him to do? He would rather take to crimes. Yes, there will be social vices. There's going to be social crimes. I'm telling you. They should have a rethink now. They must create an alternative for these people to survive on. It's not good. It's not good.
We have it here. The security system has failed. That's what the Senate president has said.
That's good. That's good. Anyway, when the Senate president, speaks this way, it means that things has fallen apart. It means that the Falcon could not hear the Falconers. Then the main anarchy has lost upon the world. What do you expect the common man to do? If the security in Nigeria could be degenerated to this level, my brother, I'm telling you, there is need for restructuring in the security sector. The security chiefs, the police, the military, they have failed us. The, what do you call them? Civil defense. They are defending nobody. I think civil defense, they are more among they are the head of the voluntary organizations like Scouts, Man No War, and Boys Brigade. They are nothing to write home about. So when the number third citizen has spoken this way, that is when you should start to have a rethinking. Why is it that Amoteku has not taken effect? Why is it that what is bigger and better than the Avengers in the South has not started, kicked off? Why is it that something that has upper hand over Forest Guard in Enugu State has not kicked off to its full operation? So we need to we need to overhaul our security. We need to restructure the security sector. We need to put something in place regionally like Amoteku. My brother, the center could no longer hold. When number 12 citizen is telling you that we are not secured, you should know that something has gone wrong. Just some days ago, Okoloyu, that young man, life was snipped out of him. He was shot dead. In between two checkpoints. There was a checkpoint here, there was a checkpoint there. At the middle, the guy was killed. Think about that. Last week, we learned that how many number of people were killed in Plateau State. Bros, this morning, 15 people more were killed by unknown gunmen in Plateau State. Remember that the one of last week triggered protests. Then another fresh one happened. 15 people that were killed. Were they no human beings? Don't you think they had souls like us? Who are those people? I'm telling you that there's a time, what I'm sensing in me, that there will be, some tribes, minor tribes in the Mid-Belt there that will go out of existence. They will go into extinction. Plateau State is very little. I have a lot of friends there. There are many small tribes there, like Kaje tribe, Latangs and the rest. Do you understand? They are too small. If you keep on killing these people on a daily basis, they will finish. Nobody will remain. Probably Fulani, Mali people will come and take over there. Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Niger, Chad, they declared war on Nigerians since 2015 and nothing has been done. Nigerian Christians, Nigerian Muslims, Nigerian traditional worshippers, Nigerian atheists, those that don't believe in God, free thinkers, they don't know that there is war against Nigerians from the Fulanis, by the Fulanis, all over, across West Africa. They are fighting us. Those Mid-Belters, they are Negroes. The original Hausas in the northern Nigeria, they are Negroes. The Igbo man, we are the Negroes. We are the original settlers. Fulanis, they are visitors in Nigeria. These are people that migrated with Ottoman Danfodio. They come here with their selfish, nonsensical religion. That religion, as far as I'm concerned, is rubbish religion. It's a rubbish religion. A religion that came to be 630 years after Christianity is now taking its hold by force. No, now. It's too bad.
Now, this brings me back to what initiative created by the Southwest governors, the Amotekun.
Yeah.
Don't you think it will go a long way in containing some insecurity we have in Nigeria, especially the Southwest?
Yeah, Amoteku will go a very long way. See, let me tell you, the fear of Amoteku by the Fulani herdsmen and their, elites is the beginning of Southwesterners' wisdom. It's a wisdom at play by these Westerners. Amoteku has not started operating. Look at the kind of uproar and uprising across Nigeria. You will know that those guys, they had serious secret agenda to execute. Fear of Amoteku is the beginning of our wisdom. Amoteku has come to stay. and it has come to stay. Nobody could stop Amoteku.
All right, thank you so much, Raphael. On this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Make sure you join us next time as we bring you another important stories from the newsstands. Michael Adekunle still remains my name. Of course, the man behind the camera is Festus Olua Bokumi. In the studio, other editors keeping it real on this platform. And don't forget to subscribe to our sister channel talking about Flip TV Plus. Make sure you subscribe to it. All right, bye viewers and reviewers.